Do NBA referees actually matter in the outcome of games? Do you know we have access to a ton of data for each individual referee that highlights all of their tendencies by certain calls and certain teams? When a referee is assigned to a game, it actually moves the sportsbook lines in a certain direction depending on the referee. Let's take a look at some of the most well-known referees. Scott Foster, the extender. Now, taking a look at this media ref report from the Knicks-Hawks Game 1, you can see just how whistle-happy Scott Foster is. Scott Foster consistently calls more fouls than just about anyone in the entire NBA. However, he doesn't really have calls overturned. His overturned call rate is just in the 8th percentile. But yes, his games are always very long and have a lot of fouls. But his extender nickname has been blown out of proportion over the years. Teams that are down in elimination games of a series have about a 50-ish% win rate with Scott Foster refereeing. How about Zach Zarba, who the NBA Players Association voted as the #1 referee this past season? Zach's right around league average across the board. Seems to be a pretty fair referee, which seems to be why most teams liked him. However, his overturned calls rate is very high for what it's worth. It is true, historically, the Knicks do not have a good record with Zach Zarba, just pointing that out. Tony Brothers, a very frequent whistle, but especially in the areas you would deem controversial. Like, he is near the top with personal fouls called, a high technical foul rate, high traveling rate, high offensive foul rate. If you want the highest technical rate in the NBA, though, that would be James Williams. He's one who gave Devin Booker that technical in the first round for tossing the ball while he was running out of bounds. But yeah, year in and year out, James Williams is at the very top of the technical foul list. The same can be said for Mark Davis. However, with Davis, he has one of the lowest foul call rates in the entire NBA. He just gives out a lot of techs. Do you have a favorite or least favorite ref? And if you want to check it out, I have a much more detailed breakdown of all the major NBA referees on my YouTube channel.